All right, folks, you got Joey and Nate here, coming to you live from the studio.
Yes,
We
sir.
we are back in action. We got Mr. Rodney Bell working the camera for us. Yeah, yeah. And we hadn't got to record a whole lot lately. We have been on the road nonstop,
Yes.
wide open.
Extremely busy. Between
Wide
that and
open.
school
Yes,
and general life, it's been long.
been nonstop. We a lot of you listeners know that we started a store. We have a brick and mortar store, and then we also have an online store with
DixieDoggers.com.
That's right. Just check it out. We got a lot of stuff added to our website now. We have a lot of stuff in store.
Yes.
We carry all Southern Cross products and all Dan's products for your briar-proof clothing, stuff like that.
A lot of garment accessories, a lot of
Tons
antennas,
of stuff like that.
antenna
And
keepers.
we also we don't just sell collars and leads anymore. Now we also manufacture them here at our place in-house, so we can, if you need a certain amount and you want a certain color, you want
or if you got a new design,
yeah,
of
if
some
you got
sort,
you want
hit
three
us
different
with it.
colors, it doesn't matter. We'll make it. We make them however you want them, to the length that you like, your specification. If you want a beta and cable lead, or a chain and cable lead, or a leather and beta, whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll make it. Y'all check that out online, DixieDoggers.com. Also, if you're around the southeast, just come on by.
Please.
It ain't that far. It's 15-20 hour drive for you. Just come see us.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got a few things that's going to be happening after the worst thing in the world that happens to us.
Deer season.
Deer season.
They beat us down.
Boo.
Boo.
We love deer hunting as well,
Yeah.
but
With dogs.
it's kind of tough right now for us to even snag old straggling swine out. But when deer season's over with, we got some events coming up. Nate can tell you some of that.
First event will be January. Will be the first leg. The Downsville Baying. What weekend is that? January 19th through the 22nd. So, per the usual, there's going to be a lot of dogs ran real quick. Jake's getting it more and more efficient, cutting out some of the Calcuttas. It's a love-hate thing. It's like we love the Calcuttas, but we hate all the time we spend on it. I think now they're only doing the Bay-Off Calcuttas.
I think so, and you just buy your option with your dog. It's all right.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Yeah,
we'll get over.
Yeah,
Us
we'll
Calcutta
get over
guys.
it. We'll get over it.
My dogs pretty much suck, and I don't ever really win nothing. But every now and then I'll get on the Calcutta, and I'll hit a little bit on the Calcutta.
Yes.
So that I don't know. This year it'll probably be a lot better. I don't know if I'm gonna let Randy keep handling my dog.
He's studying him out.
I know he's been studying.
Yeah.
At least I'll get a pup maybe. But shout out to our main.
We'll plug
our
the
main
one
dog.
and only Randy Durrell, Mr. Controversy.
Nobody cares about Randy. I was talking about my dog Goose.
Yeah.
Big pimping Goose. What was that? 4 times?
Yeah, 4-time world champion.
Five-year-old dog. It's pretty stout.
I think he said you could get a breeding and a puppy for $1,000, but the deal was he got first and third pick.
I don't know. He's never told me. I mean, which we've talked about.
That's what he put on Facebook today.
Oh, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Honestly, to me, be like, whatever he, that's. We're going to have to discuss some stuff, though, if he keeps doing my dog like this.
Pimping him out. No
Tired
respect.
Yeah. But the no respect deal, let's get into that right quick for the Bay Pen guys. What about Cowboy? No respect. Nobody gives the dog respect. Cowboy is probably the winningest dog in the world, in history.
He's one of those where it's like he's a great dog.
Nobody loves him.
Yeah, nobody loves him.
I do.
But the dog doesn't really put himself in a bad spot.
Well, no, he's good.
Yeah. How old is Cowboy now?
About 72.
He looks 72. That dog looks old as hell.
I don't know how old he is. I don't know. I imagine he's getting double digits.
But I think as in the 2-dog, I think he's like one of the top contenders for like most winningest ever, is he not?
Yeah.
Because I know about any time you pair Cowboy with anything, Cowboy's probably not going to be the one to make the mistake.
Yep. He's a good dog. But and it's not just that. There's tons of really great dogs. I want to give a shout out to some of my Bay Pen family, Lulu, her and Mr. Joey they put it down at the last event out there. Lulu came a long way with that dog, and I just want to give them a shout out. You know, you like to see people that really put their heart and soul into it, and they really believe in something. Because the dog, when I first seen it a couple years back, when I really first started paying attention to the dog, I didn't see what she sees. And most of the people, if we're all being honest, and I mean, I'm one of those kind of guys, I'm going to be honest about it. Whether, you know,
she proved a lot of people wrong.
Yes, 100%.
She proved a lot of people wrong.
Most people would have never put that kind of time and effort into it, and they did, and which, I mean, you know, Jared supports her and makes sure that they get to the bays and do what they need to do, and Amber Lulu, she takes care of all the rest, you know, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jared's
they're great.
Jared's the brains, the bronze, and the look and the money, and Lulu's just got the dogs. That's what it is.
They
and a great attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great attitude. It's all attitude.
Yes.
That's what it is. So, but anyway, congratulations also to Mr. Joey Barkley with that run there too. Y'all's dogs really put it down. That's the kind of stuff we like to see. And another high honorable mention to me would be that Bright Eyes dog, Mr. Jim King Trail.
Yes. That
dog is so quick.
The dog is after that for sure. The dog, how old is Bright Eyes now? It ain't a very old dog, is it?
I don't know. I don't know much about it.
The dog doesn't appear to be very old. But from what I've seen,
I just started paying attention to it.
Even when the dog does kind of get in a tight spot, the dog can usually get itself out of some tight spots.
Yes, exactly.
It's very agile, very quick.
And I noticed at the last few events, we had a ton of new people.
Yes,
young people,
especially at Hickory Crossings.
Oh, that was one of the biggest shows that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I bet we met 100 new people, all under the age of 25.
Yeah, just tons of new guys. A lot of them brought dogs. A lot of them didn't.
A lot of woods hunters.
Yeah, a lot of woods hunters come up there, and they like that pen because it's
got trees in it.
Got trees and stuff in it. It's more of a.
It's easier on a woods dog.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. We had a great time there as usual. It show ran pretty good, pretty smooth.
They got some more hogs.
Yeah,
they still need more.
The hogs were a lot better this time than were the last one.
Yeah,
so, and that was the 30th anniversary. Also, 30 freaking years.
Continuous.
30 years, y'all. That's longer than I've been alive. No, not really, but
sure.
It's a long time. Let me tell you.
Yes.
It's a long time. And my hat's off to Mr. Mark for keeping that going. It's hard to keep anything going for 30 years, 10 years, hell. And especially with the stuff that they're up against.
Yes.
He's always up against some kind of bullshit.
Yeah. Hopefully that new ag commissioner, I don't
know if he got in or not. When we were talking to Russ Bryant, he was talking about it. We had a good conversation about that. And that guy's kind of more of a realistic individual on, the process of what happens at the bay pen stuff.
He's trying to enable it to happen.
Maybe they'll get him in there and loosen the strings a little bit on them so that way they're not restricted so much. So, all right. So we had like I said, I had that. Then the next event that'll be coming up right after that would be Broughton Island.
Broughton Island. What weekend is that? It's in February, correct?
February 10th through 11th.
February 10th through 11th. It's the first show they've got to do in a while, hasn't it? They didn't get to do one last year.
Yeah, I think two or 3 years. It's been a while.
So, Calvin.
Look at Tadpole Thick Pen. Y'all holler at him. Try to get that on your calendar. That's the Sweetheart Bay. That's where you can take your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, or both of them, however you got it. If you can do it, do it.
However it works.
Take them out there for Valentine's Day.
Different strokes for different folks.
If you got it like that, you're stroking like a son bitch, all I can say. But you know what I mean. If you get a chance, go out there to Broughton Island, visit with them. We have never got to go.
No.
Never been there, but man, it's gonna take a whole lot for me not to go. It
Yeah.
had to be something.
I gotta see it. I
Oh,
gotta
Bill,
see it. I'm
yeah.
tired of hearing about it. I want to see
Well, I
it.
ain't got no trophies from there, so I got to do that.
Got to
before I
try
die
to
anyway.
at least get, or at least have
Well,
a
I don't
trophy
mean I'm
of
gonna
a lot
win.
of
Yeah,
spinning.
maybe
a
I
lot.
can get a. I wonder if they get participation.
Mark
trophies.
finally felt bad enough before you gave you the sportsmanship trophy a few years ago.
Yes, he sure did. He got tired of it. Maybe they give me a participation trophy. But y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Come see us while we're there, and we'll get Rodney to sign autographs for everybody. Then after that, we have the first time ever Mr. Ronnie Creek is throwing on. What is it called, Nate?
Hog Dog Rendezvous.
The Woods Hunters
Yeah.
Hog Dog Rendezvous.
Okay,
I
the
think
name
it's-
got longer.
No, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But Mr. Ronnie Creek is putting that on at the Boar's Nest in Tyler, Texas.
Yes.
That'll be February 17th through the 19th. God dang, man, we're going to be rolling again.
Yes.
We're going to be weekend after weekend. And this will be a competition style for woods dogs, not a bay pen. It's going to be in a high fenced area.
6 acres.
And you're going to take your dogs, there's going to be 4 dogs cast, kind of like a coon hunt deal. They're going to cast those dogs, and they'll have it on a point system where, like, the first dog who strikes will get 100 points, then second, third, and fourth goes on. And then the dog will have to locate and find the pig, which will be in a box or in a cage. That way it's controlled. And they will have to bay. They have 15 minutes to do this. And just because your dog gets there first does not mean that he wins. They're going to have judges that are going to be in elevated stands where they can see all this.
Yeah, there's a scratch line judge, and then
Yes.
how many judges out in the pen?
3. I'm pretty sure there's
I think
3
it's
out
4
there.
judges total, 3 in the pen.
Then we
one
have
scratch
cameras
line.
too.
Yeah, going to be cameras.
The best part of it is the collars.
Yes. At
They
the
give
scratch
you a
line,
collar.
they're going to give you a collar with a color on it, and that is how the dog is judged. It's not by the name or anything like that. So to be like, and each heat, I don't know what colors they're going to use, but for example, yellow, orange, blue, and red, something that you can differentiate between all those, as long as the judges aren't colorblind.
And it'd be like the same colors. Every
Just
cast will
keep
have the
reading.
same dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that way you say, oh, well, I know that dog right there.
I think Mr.
It'll be done before you get to the line.
Yes.
You won't. Basically, the judges and the people there don't know whose dog it is, unless you actually know the dog or whatever. So, but there'll be also live video feed going back to a big screen where you can see what all's going on with the dogs. Yeah, it's gonna be all right there. I think.
And I believe Mr. Ronnie said, I want to say he told me every 4 casts he was going to do a different, like re-drag it to keep it fresh, but don't quote me on that.
That's what me and him
make
talked
it
about as
a
well.
couple more, might make it less. I'm not sure.
And it's $100 entry with 80% payback. It's been a good response so
There's
far.
at least $1,000 added.
Yeah, we added $1,000 to it. $1,000 added money to the purse already. So I mean, you stop and think, you get, if you get 30 or 40 dogs out there, I mean, it's gonna be there's a
good payday.
There's a few $1,000s right there. Now, if you get 100 dogs, now you talk, you're gonna be bringing home $6,000-$7,000. That ain't bad for a weekend going out and just casting your dogs. And it also be like those dogs will have to go like certain rounds. You win this cast, well then you get in a bracket to go to the next round. Then you got to win that cast and do it again and keep on till the last dog standing. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how it works out. If this works out, we're gonna talk to Mr. Chris East and see if we can't put one on at a bigger high fence over at the Circle R board pen.
Yes.
And see if we can't put one of them together. The reason it's not going to be on a real big platform right now is because some people's dogs are hard to catch.
Yep. 6 acre pen is definitely easier than Circle B board pen where it's 500 acres.
Yeah, you got 500 or 600 acres, and you get a hard-headed dog that don't want to come back. Well, you're going to spend a damn hour chasing the dog, and you can't waste time like that.
No.
You got to keep this stuff rolling. And there's going to be a lot of kinks that's got to work out. Everybody's got to be patient. You got to support each other. Yeah, you know, it's got to be some kumbaya shit and everybody hanging on.
And if you have an idea, there's a way to bring up that idea other than, well, why don't you just do this?
Don't be a smart ass.
Don't be
Nobody
a
likes
dickhead.
that.
Nobody likes a dickhead.
Don't do it. That's a no-no. I mean, that's like touching your butthole. No, don't do that. That's bullshit. Look, Mr. Ronnie's going out.
I definitely wouldn't say that to Mr. Ronnie. He might hit you.
Well, yeah.
He might hit you.
We love Mr. Ronnie.
Mr.
Ronnie is kind of like a fig that's on a fig tree that's been there a long time. You know what I'm saying?
He's right.
Yeah, yeah. You might want to take a bite of it, but you might have to lick your ass for a month to get the taste out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of rotten. You gotta watch him. But now, all joking aside, we love Mr. Ronnie. Then there's also another guy, Cody Fritz and Charles Kemp. They've been throwing out the notion about doing another Bay event. If we can get everything to work out together, coincide the dates, and then we'll have that information for you. Then Rusty Mayshore, we got one looking at his sometime in April, I think, because they were going to do one in December. Then they had some stuff come up.
Yeah.
So still going to do another one. Just had to postpone that one. Then we got Boys and Brawls. The next Tulsa Standard Memorial Hunt will be coming up the first week of March.
March 2nd to 5th, correct?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, first weekend in March. We're going to have another Shankathon hunt. We're going to have the Classic, and it's going to be in that area. We do not have a concrete date just yet. And I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We got to get one set, but there's so much shit going on. And in February, it's going to be extremely hard to fit all this in.
Right now, we're looking at what? Somewhere second, third week in March, right before.
Can't be any later. We got to check all our turkey season.
I said, really, the only one that's going to get held back is Mississippi.
If not, we still will try to do it right there the first weekend that we can do it.
Yeah.
In February, even if it's the same weekend as one of the other events, you know. Which the thing about it, our event is it's virtual, so technically you can do 2 events at one time.
Yeah, you do not have to be physically present.
Yeah, you don't have to be physically present
to accept anything. We will mail you your awards.
Yeah.
Now, we'd love it if you come down to the store and took photos and we got to shake your hand, but if you
everybody can't be Heath Calico.
Yeah, not everybody's
Or
Heath
JJ.
Calico. No.
Nobody can be with the hog cartel.
Let them know.
You know what I'm talking about. You got to watch him. Caleb Smith. I don't know about that boy. Poaching.
Allegedly.
Well, he's got it tattooed on his butt.
In theory.
He's got a P on one side, a weird looking O in the middle. You know? I'm telling you, you got to watch him.
I don't know. I haven't got that close to Caleb. Evidently, you're
he's
much
all the way
closer with
out
him than
there.
I am.
You don't call him my buddy for nothing. It's my buddy. It's my buddy. All right. So maybe we can get all that shit straightened out. But definitely the Tulsa Standard Memorial Hunt. You guys, 100%, if you're woods guys and you like to do the tournament style hunts, make sure that you check that out. Boys and Brawls guys will get it. You know, you can find it on any of the social media because, I mean, they're out there in the social media world. Everybody should know them. If you don't, then something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
They're good fellas. Carter and Ryan both. They're friends of ours. Well, at least they tell us that. I don't know. They probably tell other people something different. But anyway. And we definitely want to support that.
We're at least friends until they act too bad at Logan's Roadhouse.
Yes, and then we don't know them. Then they got Rodney Bell up there at Logan's Roadhouse, and there's all kind of weird stuff going on. I don't know what's happening.
The damn Mennonites.
Yes.
Entrapment.
That's exactly what it is. So, all right. So there's our events that we have, our upcoming events. So the next thing that we want to get into is just kind of, let's go over a little bit of what we've been doing.
Working.
Where we been?
Since when?
Since the last time we done a podcast.
Yeah, it's probably been about a month at least. October, so we went to Tyler, Texas.
Oh, it was before. It was longer than that.
I don't remember.
Last one we done was Heath or Boog, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Heath. Because we had recorded one.
And we done one with Ronnie and
yeah, we done one with
Carter and them down there in Downsville.
In Downsville.
Shit, I don't remember. I'm telling you, it's been like a world.
That was October.
Yeah.
So it's been almost 2 months. at least for a hiatus. So we went to Downsville, and that was beginning of October.
Come back to Jack. Come back to here.
Come back. Then we did go. We went
to Georgia.
That was after Tyler, Texas, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Went to Downsville. Oh yeah, then we went to
Tyler.
The Terrier Trials.
Yeah.
The AHTA.
That
was a good event.
We got to meet a lot of new people. We got to meet Chris Powell with Houndsman XP podcast.
Yes,
the Houndsman
Big
XP
shout
podcast
out to
guys.
Houndsman XP.
They were really good. Chad Reynolds and those guys. There's another guy there, Seth. I think his last name's Hall.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some. He's got those rabbit coursing dogs. I can't. Are they greyhounds?
Saluki.
Yeah, they're Salukis. Okay. I seen there was so many dogs there, but
it was
there was a lot of new people and
Yep.
a lot of people from out west. I knew Chad. He had brought several of like his. I guess you classify them as apprentices. Basically, like it was their first dog, and there were some good dogs.
Yeah,
there was a lot of dogs that had never seen them pick.
A lot of good dog work
and did good. Doreen Spires, that woman there, my hat is off to her.
Yep.
She was a good time. She was funny.
Yeah,
she's funny.
She's a big help. I mean,
yes.
And the show went good. It was pretty smooth.
I think everybody had a good time.
We I want to give a shout out to my buddy Snotty Graves. He showed up.
Yes.
Came down there and hung out with us.
Felt like a crossover episode.
Yeah, because I mean, like what we're getting at here is like, this guy, he's into the pro base circuit.
Yeah, he's a top contender.
Yeah,
he's every event
all the time in the top, and he took time out. And I think he was bringing a dog out for his cousin or something.
Yeah, he brought a young pup out of Mouse and Woody
and then
to
he turned around,
Tyler Sladen.
Then he turned around and he got a dog.
Yeah,
he wound up getting a Jag. And which the Yacht Terrier Club, which I've been a part of that for a long time. I've had the Jags for decades now. And I guess I'll always have one. We had a pup out there that really showed out. Got him from Jacob Zachary. He really done very well. Tyler Sladen and them's dogs did extremely well. Like I said, there's so many dogs. It was unreal this time. It was a freaking great event.
Yeah.
We all had a good time.
I don't think anybody really got butt hurt over anything this year.
The only thing that got butt hurt was me wearing them damn American flag panties.
Beautiful.
That was on. That was pretty tough.
Beautiful.
It was which I mean, Chris and Tyler and them, they wear track shorts. A lot of you redneck guys like me, you don't know what track shorts are. Track shorts are what we say. All right, so you see this little fella running up down the road wearing them panties. That's a track short.
Like what Larry Bird used to wear, but shorter.
Yeah, and so they had a pair, and I wear a size 2 to 3X in everything, and these were a medium. And it involved
quite
a lot.
Snug.
It actually involved a lot of duct tape
and vacuum seal bags.
Yeah, it was a rough experience, but I mean, I'm glad I could be a part of it. We made it happen, Cap. So, but all bullshit aside, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yes,
and that was like, we just now started doing our mobile stuff. We got a trailer with our collars and leashes and stuff. And thank you so much to everybody who came and bought anything from us.
Yes, we greatly appreciate it.
We don't know what the hell we're doing. We just started doing this, like literally the past few months. We have no experience doing this stuff. All we know is products that we like and that we use. And now the more that we're into it, I guarantee you the next time you come up there to that trailer, it's a whole different deal. Like we got a lot more products. I'm not going to say one's better than the other or whatever, but we got the best stuff that we can get.
Yes.
And we kind of know we got a system together, so stuff flows a lot better. So we look forward to seeing y'all at the next event for sure. So but after the Tyler, Texas deal, we came back here.
Came back here for a weekend.
Was it a weekend?
Yeah.
We actually.
Yeah, and then Hartwell was November 5th and 6th.
Yep. We stayed that weekend. Well, we went down south and hunted. Or something, didn't we? We hunted that weekend.
I think we did.
That was the only weekend that we had. Yep. We went to Demopolis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the weekend we went down there. So that was like a couple hours away from the house. And then we went to Hartwell, out there to the bay at Marks at Hickory Crossing.
A bunch of new young
then
guys.
We came back here for 3 days, loaded up, and went to Nixon, Texas.
Yep.
That was a long ride.
That was a very long ride.
Went down there to visit with Slade.
Got to see El Perro Loco.
El Perro Loco.
Got to meet them.
Yeah.
Got to meet a bunch of new woods hunters. Got to meet the one and only Brandon Munoz from Texas Tusk.
Big Brandon.
Finally got to meet him and his get along gang. There's quite a few.
They had some damn good dogs.
Yes, for Woods dogs, Brandon's dogs went right in there and went to work. They did not care.
Yeah.
And shout out to one special woods hunter, Cole Gilmore.
Cole, my man.
All clicked up.
Hey, let me tell you something. He had probably the worst first experience you could have at a bait pen.
Yeah.
If I'd been him, I would have left. I would have been slinging rocks and cussing folks, but he didn't. He talked to us, and I'm not saying that he stayed because of us, but we talked with him a little bit.
The issues he had,
he was understanding.
Resolved.
They all got resolved. Everything worked out good, and had a good weekend. He's one of those guys. He believes in his stuff and what he's got, and he was talking a little shit, carrying on, and then when it didn't go that way, he came over.
He's like, hey,
it didn't go that way. Loved it. I absolutely had a great time with him. Him and his wife were there, and they had that Alabama red bones.
Those are some good looking.
I'm talking about. He had an Alabama red bone, is what it was called. Ain't that what he called it?
Yes,
Alabama red bone.
It looks like a high red plot.
Yeah. I mean, this was a brindle dog. I mean, it had two of them.
Yeah.
And you talking about some powerhouses. I'd run the piss out of
them. But they
were
red, like the red in the brindle was like a red bone red. It was interesting.
It was wild. I don't know. They would call them Alabama red bones. I said, well, hell, give me two of them. Sign me up. And then, but other than that, we have been we put 10,000, I want to say it was 10,538 miles or 853 miles, something like that. Because I had it figured up. It's ridiculous. A lot of miles in 5-6 weeks. Yes, for us, it is. I mean, there's people that do a lot more, but for us, that's a lot. So it's just, I don't know. I know I'm glad to be home.
Most definitely.
There ain't no doubt.
Enjoy being home, or at least at my house in Starkville, at the minimum.
Well, yeah, because it's one of them deals where, like, I was leaving here, I'd go drive to Starkville, swing by and get Nate, then we'd take off and go wherever we was going. So
yeah, luckily
everybody.
What time is it, Rod?
I'm sure it's gonna be 20 minutes. I'll get this thing roll over. I'm serious. You go up here and just look at it. Yeah. You have to watch that timer when it gets down to 1 minute. Then you'll have to push it again. I know we've been going for a while. Well, recording the audio down there. It's fine. Ain't no big deal. As long as we got our audio and stuff on there, it's fine. Yeah. I don't know where it was at, though. Where it stopped. Do you want to go on there and back it up and see where we was at? On that part?
Yeah, I can. But I really don't feel like doing everything over. I'd rather just do just.
Yeah, let's just keep going. We'll just do what's that? It don't matter. It's all the same thing. So we got that's all our updates, I guess.
Yeah.
From where we've been rolling around the damn world. I don't know what's next. We thought it was like, well, we'll be home for a few weeks. We'll get to take a break. But
last weekend we went hunting.
Yeah, finally, that's the first time we've hunted in 2 months.
No,
I'm talking about running hog dogs.
I mean, hog dogs, yeah, but hunting.
No, we went. No. We've been doing a little squirrel hunting.
Yeah,
little deer hunt.
Last Saturday we went with Jared.
Yep.
Joe and Kenny and them took all them out.
Yep.
It was Alpha Charles, CJ, Logan.
Yep.
We killed 6.
Yeah, we killed 6. They had a good day. It was a rough day too. That was kind of a tough
slow,
day.
But killed some nice squirrels, some big gray squirrels. Those were some big mature gray squirrels. Foxy and Dot, they both did real well. Dot's coming on strong.
That's a good little pup.
Yeah. Just from the first hunt that we took her on with Jared. Because
she was just me too for a long time, and she's really
the first time. I mean, she was like signaling tree, but she wasn't really chopping.
She wouldn't bark, yeah.
And now she's chopping.
Well, we had a couple weeks that, when I could slip off, I'd go hunt a couple hours with Jared, in which all I was doing was really just tagging along, you know, walking with him, helping with the dog or whatever, just evaluating the dog really. And man, there was several times that she would tree, and you could see squirrel, but she would not bark. And he wouldn't knock it out to her either. You know, so it's like, hey, if you don't tree, you don't get it. So
Yeah.
that's fine. But then all of a sudden it clicked, bang.
Now that's one thing I will say about Jared's dogs. Now I haven't hunted behind very many squirrel dogs. Only what I've seen on the internet and on TV. But those two dogs specifically, I think the thing that I like about them the most is that they don't tree super hard. They will stand back, and those dogs look up, and they're watching. They're sight hunting those squirrels, so they timber out.
Well, that's a meat dog.
Yeah, I've seen the squirrel timber out, and they are on it. They can see it, and they will go to the tree that it's timbered out to, even if you don't get there fast enough.
Exactly.
And
that's because there's a lot of stuff like the competition side of it. You know, you want to tie your dog back as soon as it trees and all that, and you get up there to it, so that way you can keep it right there on it.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to have in that. But in the reality side of it, where you're going out to get you a pot of squirrel and dumplings, or you're going to make some gravy, you got to have the squirrel. You can't just get points. Points will make the thinnest soup you ever had. Your ass will be skinny as hell. You want to lose weight? Eat point soup. Tell me.
That's fair.
It's kind of like mater soup with no maters in it.
Tag soup.
I ain't never ate that. So I don't know. That's bullshit. But anyway, so what's after that? We went
hog hunting Sunday
with Heath.
Heath Calicut, Argo Outlaw.
The Argo Outlaw, Argo Processing, Argo Excavating, Argo Mechanical.
Basically,
Argo
if you
Paint
let
and
Heath
Trim,
do it,
Argo
Heath
Gravel.
will do it for you if you give him some money.
That's right. You pay Heath.
He likes money, and he says, "Let me work."
Yeah.
Heath is many things. Lazy is not one.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
you gotta be able to get up and go.
Morning started off pretty slow with that. His dog, what's her name? Missy?
Maggie.
Yes. Maggie. She was acting kind of odd. Every dog getting near her, she's wanting to get nippy and stuff. And he's like, I think she just wants to hunt by herself. And sure enough, he hunted her by herself, and she had a pig struck up and bayed in 20 minutes.
It didn't take long.
We hunted her by herself.
Because you know that's what I told him. I was like, well, just take her by herself, walk up the hill, because we had some on camera the night before. I said, and hell, the way the layout of the land is, you know, like we come down, it's weird. It's like we're on top of a mountain, but it doesn't look like a mountain. You think you're on pretty much flat ground because it's such a huge area.
They're like plateaus where they surface mined it.
Yeah, and then you go to the back side of the property, drop off of a hill about 300 feet in elevation, and then go back up a hill. Yeah. So in that valley, it leads down to a hardwood bottom and a creek, and so that's where we figured they was going to be at. And so I told him, I said, just take Maggie and go by herself. And of course, at first he was like, well, I don't want to do that. I came hunting with y'all. You know, y'all's dogs too. I was like, look, we got young dogs, basically dogs that are just now putting it together on their own. They're not puppies, but they still need all the time they can get.
Heath's Maggie dog isn't very old. Is she? She's 2 years old?
Maybe.
Yeah. So
she was 14 months old when we 13 to 14 months old when we went to Hickory Cross. Back first part of the plot day. So she's maybe 2.
Yeah. We got on that first one, 150-pound boar hog.
Yep.
Those pigs were real interesting color. They were jet black, had super curly hair, and then on their bottom and like a collar around their neck was blonde.
Yeah. Almost white.
Never seen a hog colored like that.
Yeah. It looked like they ran through white paint just on the bottom side.
Yeah. We probably so.
Well, that'd be white hog. Oh yeah. Well, there's a couple up there that's solid. That's solid blonde like that. Big.
Yeah, that one big hog come on camera
last night. That's looks like somebody's landrace got out.
Yeah.
Like a big Chester white. I'm talking about big.
His head is a little steep slope, but it's not like
he's got big ears.
Not
like big ass ears.
He's very blooded.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damn something else in him. He's got that damn, I don't know, some kind of damn
domestic of some sort.
What it looks like.
But he can get it too. We will get his ass
around and find out. Yep. We'll let him eat. But anyway, we got that one took care of, and we carried the dog we got from JT, from Jonathan Thompson. dog named Matt. I carried Matt to the bay pen. He done a good job in the bay pen too. I mean, he's not a bay pen dog, but we carried him, let him bay a little bit. So we carried Matt over there. There were some hogs that had broke out from where the first bay was, and it was probably, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in between that. So we took Matt and OJ down there, and Matt took track. He ran them down, went down there 300 yards or so, I guess. I think it was like 280, something like that, in the worst damn briar thicket you could see.
Yeah, we thought they were further down the hill into the bottom, and they're actually on the side of the hill, and we could have drove 50 yards to them.
Well, probably about 75, maybe.
Yeah.
I could have got a lot closer.
I thought they were down on the bottom because he kept telling me, he was like,
well, we could drive around here. We thought they was with Maggie.
Yeah, I thought they was farther down on the bottom. I was like, no. I was like,
I told him, I said, I don't think my Garmin's working right. He was like, yeah, they're together. And I was like, well, she's over here. He said, no, she's over there baying. I said, no, Matt's over there. He looked, he said, yeah, that's your dog. He said, well, she's over here because you can hear them little pigs squealing. Yeah. She was doing something different.
So I don't know how many we killed in total.
She got on them piglets. And she was, some bitches were screeching.
That's about 100-pound sow, though. 70 pounds, somewhere in there.
It was 100.
It wasn't no.
We'll say 350, but it was at least 100.
Keep it modest.
Nobody wants to lie about it. Jesus Christ, 5-inch cutters on that sow. She was a bad bitch. It probably came from down there in South Mississippi or Louisiana where Logan Campbell or Pat Lewing, one of them hunt. They glued them teeth on that sow and sent it up here for me. That's what it was. I said we got to get on here too. We got to get Logan Campbell. Yeah. I got to get him on here because those guys, they run a totally different kind of dog than what we run.
Yeah, theirs is more of a big game hound. So.
It's a running dog, there ain't no doubt. It can push a track and stick with one, and it's got enough that it can get one to stop. You know, there's a big damn difference in hounds. People don't take that into consideration.
Those running hounds are something else. Just the ability to run that fast for so long is beyond my comprehension as a lard ass.
What'd you get?
Because I ran for 20 minutes and I've been plumb wore out, or run for an hour, like jogging or something during workout, and that's rough. I couldn't imagine running 14 miles an hour for 4 or 5 hours that they do at those fox pens, and it's a very similar dog, just more manipulated towards a hog aspect.
Yeah, it's got the same process, just a different principle. You know what they're after. I'd like to go down there and hunt.
Yeah,
and just see how their hunts go from start to finish, and not just like one turnout or just kill one hog or something like that, but do a multiple deal. Whereas if you've got 3 or 4 days where you can go do it. See, and that's one thing I'd always like to do. Back years ago, you could do it. You could ride around and find a track and put a dog on that track. Potentially catch the hog. Now it's so hard to do that. They broke all the property up into small parcels, and they're selling all of it off. And I understand, that's just the way it is. But the evolution and the changing of the style of dog that we're running now, I don't know. It's one of them we're always trying to evolve.
Yeah.
But it's hard to keep up with them.
It's like if we didn't have to evolve, we wouldn't. I said if we didn't have to evolve, we wouldn't.
No, not at all.
Because if we had 10, 20,000 acre tracts of timber that we had access to, I know we would run hounds.
Yes.
But we don't. So we don't run hounds.
There'd be a lot of mixed up hounds. Yeah. Well, that's what I'd be running, or something that was half hound at least.
You're gonna have some cur in it.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Because hounds are such a love-hate relationship.
Give me some of that Keemer cur in it.
We need to get Mr. Kimmer on the podcast.
Okay, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. This is what we've been talking about.
We have not corrected anybody to their face.
No, and we don't know, because I really don't. So we hear so many people that say Kimmer cur, and then we hear so many people that say Keemer. I know I have a weird British Canadian accent, but Is it
Yeah.
Kimmer or Keemer? Which is it?
Yeah.
I just want to know. So for people that are listening, go down here at the bottom of the video or whatever you put it on, comments, and let's see. Let's just take a vote. And then what we'll do is we'll call Mr. Kimmer and ask him what he says. Because a lot of y'all already know him. I mean, they know him. They know who he is. Talk with him, stuff like that. So,
What's his name?
Mr. Kimmer. That's what I would call him.
Yeah.
That's what I would call the man.
Personally.
That don't mean that that's right or whatever. So I don't know, but I know what's on the agenda tonight. It's some yeller dogs swinging on some pigs. Hopefully
So.
we're supposed to go tonight. Maybe we can catch some. Rodney's got some black dogs. He's wanting to turn them loose too. But we're gonna paint them yellow.
Does Cole have any dogs? Or does he only have
I don't think he has any anymore. He's got a like he's got some. I think he's got a squirrel dog and a couple other dogs.
I know he got a coon dog.
I
He's
know
supposed
he
to have some rabbit dogs, wasn't he?
I think he got ribbon beagles. I don't know yet. I'm gonna ask him. But I know he was talking about getting a squirrel dog. I was gonna get him one, and then he's got a puppy. So I told him, I'm just gonna put some time into that. But I mean, if I could find him a good one, something that's already really doing it, hell, I'd get it for him. Help him out with that. There ain't nothing like, to me, I love going with a good dog.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what it is, what kind of hunting you do.
As long as it's good at what it's doing, it's
I just
enjoyable
like
to
watching
watch.
good dog work. Yeah, that's the main thing. So we let's see, anything else we need to get on here and try to get out while we're doing our updates and our hog dog news.
Yeah, basically. I mean, other than
You
that,
said basically. That's not basic. That sounded good.
okay, hog dog news here.
Live.
It's Christmas time. Buy some stuff.
Buenos dias. Live. Telemundo.
I guarantee you, if you have anybody in your life that is a dog hunter, they always need more stuff.
Go to www.dixiedoggers.com.
Yeah.
Go to that place and buy your loved ones some hog dog stuff.
Yeah.
Or some coon dog
Some
stuff.
hunting
or some
dog stuff. We're not dog hunting racist.
No. Hunting dog supplies. That's what we got. And we'll ship them to you. They'll come in a little box. And when you open it, you will see somebody smile. So,
Or if you don't, we still love you.
I don't know. So, all right. Well, look here. We just thought we'd drop in, say hello, give a little update and a shout out. We get our YouTube channel back up and going. They cut us off. We got to get it back up, rolling good. Make sure that y'all keep a check on that. We'll try to keep y'all updated and put out more stuff and all that good job. So,
Make sure they tell everybody, because they know thousands of people that call me and go,
I know. That's everybody knows.
Yep.
That's I done told them. If they take this down, they can't. There's nothing we can do. Nothing.
Yeah, we got another channel.
Yeah.
We got another
it's
channel
coming
set
back.
up.
We got another channel set up.
It's under the Dixie Doggers name. I didn't have the TV this time.
Yeah.
Uh,
It'll be back going. We'll get the info. We'll let everybody know.
I'm gonna re-upload a lot of the old videos that I still have. I had an issue with one of my hard drives a few months ago, and so I lost several of the original podcast episodes and YouTube videos, but I still have most of them. So I'm gonna upload what I have so y'all can continue watching on there. But if not, all the other podcast episodes are still on Spotify.
That's right. Y'all go to Spotify and check us out. Other than that, all social media platforms that I like is what we're on. So, all right. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thanks to anybody that's helped us along the way. We got a list of people, and we go through this all the time, and we just don't have time. One day I'm going to make like a 4-hour-long segment of just listing names of people that I'm thankful for.
We're gonna get Rodney in swimming trunks and write everybody's name who we appreciate on him,
That's right.
and then just film that.
There ain't enough room on him. So, hey, we appreciate y'all. And until next time, y'all keep the hounds on the ground. We out.
Have a good one.